Zelensky and Trump trade blows as feud escalates over peace talks. The ongoing tensions between Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and former U.S. President Donald Trump escalated further on Wednesday, as Zelensky accused Trump of being caught in a web of disinformation from Russia. In response, Trump mocked Zelensky as a dictator without elections and criticized his leadership. The exchange came a day after U.S. and Russian officials met in Saudi Arabia for talks on ending the war in Ukraine, talks that notably excluded the Ukrainian government. Hours later, Trump suggested that Ukraine had started the war, prompting a swift rebuttal from Zelensky. "I would like to have more truth with the Trump team," Zelensky said, in one of his most direct criticisms of the former U.S. president's stance on the war. Speaking from his fortified presidential office in Kyiv, he accused Trump of living in a circle of disinformation. Trump fired back on his Truth Social account, claiming, "Think of it, a modestly successful comedian, Volodymyr Zelensky, talked the United States of America into spending $350 billion to go into a war that couldn't be won, that never had to start." However, his figure was inaccurate. The U.S. has allocated $119 billion in aid to Ukraine, according to Germany's Kiel Institute. Trump also downplayed Ukraine's strategic importance to the U.S., writing, "This war is far more important to Europe than it is to us. We have a big, beautiful ocean as separation." Meanwhile, Russian President Vladimir Putin praised Trump's team for creating a very friendly atmosphere during the talks in Riyadh, contrasting them with previous American administrations. On the American side, there were completely different people, open to negotiations without bias, Putin said. Putin expressed interest in meeting with Trump but said further preparation was needed. "I'll be happy to meet with Donald," he said. "But we're in a situation where it's not enough to just have tea or coffee and talk about the future." Addressing concerns from European allies about being sidelined in U.S.-Russia negotiations, Putin dismissed their reactions as hysteria. He insisted that Ukraine was not being excluded, stating that Trump had assured him both Russia and Ukraine would be involved in future discussions. In Kyiv, retired General Keith Kellogg, Trump's special envoy for Ukraine and Russia, arrived for a 3-day visit to explore potential paths to peace. Speaking at Kyiv's railway station, Kellogg emphasized the U.S. understanding of Ukraine's security concerns and sovereignty, striking a more measured tone than Trump. Zelensky expressed hope that Kellogg's visit would help counter what he sees as Trump's distorted view of the war. He invited Kellogg to the front lines, urging him to speak with civilians and soldiers to hear their perspectives on Putin, Trump, and Ukraine's leadership. Please like and subscribe now.